Hi guys, welcome to the top 3 rubbish endings of video games.
Number 1, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. This is a fantastic game that primarily focuses on Trip's relationship with Monkey as it evolves throughout the course of the game. And then you get to the end, and you have a weird Andy Serkis Masked Man flashback thing where you become robot zombie things, and
It's rubbish!
yeah, it's rubbish. The problem with the ending is it has nothing to do with Trip and Monkey, basically. It doesn't show you a resolution to their relationship, and it doesn't evolve it in any way. You really want to see these guys have a happy ending, settle down together, but you just don't get it.
And we're not going to ever see it again anyway, because we're not going to get a sequel, because the ending was so bloody rubbish.
Indeed.
It's just really, really unfulfilling as an ending. It's just something that happens. It's like someone's run out of paper and not been able to write any more. It just stops. So what should we do? Oh, we'll just do that. That'll do. It's a that'll do attitude. Great game, fantastic trajectory of awesomeness going like that. Then it just stops, and that's what we really hate in games. It needs to be a crafted thing.
I was expecting to see Trip's tits at some point as well.
At least for Lee's sake. You know, Enslaved 2, the Odyssey to tits. Number 2 is a franchise that is well loved by at least 50% of the people in this video. Yeah. The franchise has been running for about 10 years or so, probably too many years for Lee, but it's a franchise that's well loved by everybody, and it keeps selling every year. They come up with a new one, even when it's fucking broken, people will buy the games. I'm focusing on the first one. The first Assassin's Creed game just felt like it didn't have an ending, because what did you get? A page of bloody text. That was it, just text. So you kind of knew what happened, but you didn't really get the payoff for spending hours playing the game. Well, I mean, after doing all the missions, meeting all the characters, having this story just grow in front of you and having to go into these different places, and at the time it's a revolutionary kind of game, you just ended up with a page of text. It's just unfulfilling. It's not acceptable. I mean, if somebody tried to do that today, it just wouldn't go, it wouldn't fly. It would be demanding a change to the ending. Give us something, a cutscene, something, as a payoff for all those hours.
But at least it's consistent to the franchise.
I'm never going to get you to like Assassin's Creed, am I?
No.
Well, we'll see. Syndicate's out soon.
Number 3, and how could we leave it out? It is the ending to a game that caused a riot on the internet and several petitions. It is, of course, the ending to Mass Effect 3. The reason why it's such a bad ending is the entire series was predicated on player choice. And the guy that did it, Casey, he said it's not going to be like an ending with A, B or C. And that is exactly what we got.
Well, no, it's more like 1, 2, 3.
Or red, green, blue. I suppose he wasn't lying saying it was A, B or C, but we got 3 row endings, none of which really were impacted by our choices throughout the game. That is unacceptable for a franchise that bases all of its success on player choice and crafting your own story.
Absolutely. And they even changed it, didn't they, so that you could actually have an updated version, but it still was an A, B or C option with a little bit more cutscene.
Yeah, the expanded ending basically just filled in a load of holes that poor writing was responsible for.
And bear in mind, if you haven't played Mass Effect, you don't know how strongly people feel about this game. You would have spent, what, maybe 30, 40 hours on the first one?
Yeah.
Another 40 to 50 on the second one? And the same for the third one. That's more than 3. It's a lot of time spent on a game franchise that you have invested and carried over your choices and facial stuff for how Shepard looks and all that kind of stuff across 3 games. To then be told, just choose one of 3.
Yeah.
Nuts. It's rubbish.
It's shit.
Rubbish.
Rubbish shit.
Shitty rubbish.
Yeah, that's better. Well, there you go, guys. That's our top 3 rubbish endings in gaming.
So if you'd like to comment, rate, subscribe, wherever the buttons may be these days, we do read every comment, so catch you next time.
Take it easy, guys.
It's a little bit more responsive.
So many cards you go straight into.
You might not have enough fingers for that, mate. It feels like he's just being a dick. I don't relate to him very well anyway, because he's just a rich boy with a daddy complex.
So much hate down below, so much.
Look, if I had to choose a DC character out of